Welcome to the Almost Sideways Movie Podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Adam, and I am joined by Todd. And it is our favorite episode that Todd and I do, and it is giving you guys our reactions to the Spirit nominees, and we tell you who we voted for as well. We break down every category, and we give you our ranking. We talk about them, and really excited. Are you excited to be back on this episode, Todd?
Of course.
Yeah.
I love everything awards season, and this is always a fun thing to do.
It's definitely a highlight of our year here, especially being two members of the Film Independent family, where we actually get a vote on the winner of these categories. So really excited to kind of break this down and kind of share who we think should win and who we voted for.
Yeah, the awards happen next weekend, I believe, the 25th. So. Yeah, so you could we'll give you some things that you can maybe expect, and you could definitely figure out what we are wanting to win.
Correct.
And I mean, who knows if there's actually rules for if we're supposed to reveal our ballots, but we do anyway. So whatever.
Well, yeah, we do what we want. Who cares? All right, so this, if you guys would like to skip to different awards nominations, the categories, check the show notes down there. They'll be time-stamped for you. Is there. So we're going to start off here with Best Supporting Performance, and we'll have Todd read those off.
All right, the nominees are Erica Alexander in American Fiction, Sterling K. Brown in American Fiction, Noah Galvin in Theater Camp, Anne Hathaway in Eileen, Glenn Howerton in Blackberry, Maureen Ireland in Eileen, Charles Melton in May December, Divine Joy Randolph in The Holdovers, Catalina Saavedra in Rotting in the Sun, and Ben Wishaw in Passages. So the Spirit Awards, they do combined genders into one category and give 10 nominees, which is kind of annoying because they only give 2 acting awards instead of 4. But this is what we do. So, what do you think of this category, Adam?
There's a lot of good nominees here. I think one of them, Marin Ireland, I really loved her in the movie Birth/Rebirth movie, where she's morally lead in that one. But she's really good in Eileen as well. That is an interesting for. We had 2 nominees for Eileen in this category, which is very interesting. One of them, I think, is committing category fraud, which we will probably correct in our award show, which is. But Glenn Howerton, we strongly believe that he probably should be lead here. However, that's who I also have winning this category. That's who I voted for personally. It's one of my favorite performances of the year. We have talked about this off camera. Howerton is fantastic in this performance. This role, it came out of nowhere, really. I can't recall ever seeing him really in anything before this. So that's really awesome to see. We also have 2 Oscar-nominated actresses for their roles, or actors for their roles. Divine Joy Randolph for The Holdovers and Best Supporting Actress, and Sterling K. Brown for American Fiction got nominated as well at the Oscars. So exciting to see that love as well. Whole carryover.
So you've never seen It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Is that what you mean? Or
Okay,
you've never seen him in a movie?
Show. I have in a movie. I've seen It's Always Sunny. I didn't put those 2 together. So that's my ignorance there. My bad.
Okay, yeah, of course I voted for Glenn Howerton as well. I mean, Blackberry was my number 1 of the year, and I even said on our top 10 episode that I think Glenn Howerton gave the best performance that anybody gave in 2023. So that he should. I mean, if there's any justice, he wins this, even though it is category fraud. But the problem is, I remember when we did this a few years ago, and we had Viola Davis in Ma Rainey's Black Bottom, and it was in lead, and I really thought she was a supporting performance. And so I didn't vote for her that year because I was like, she's kind of in the wrong category, and there's another one I really love. But here it's like Glenn Howerton is just so good, and he was kind of supporting everywhere, so it's just like, whatever. He definitely got my vote.
All right. There's one performance here that I do have to say I did not get a catch, and that's the Rotting in the Sun movie. I know that was it was weird this year. We didn't get all the screeners for these films, so there's a few little movies I did not get a catch. So that Rotting in the Sun was one of them that I'll eventually will catch because it's got to make sure I get all these nominees, at least watch and kind of pay their due and respect. So I just want to throw that out there as well. With that said, though, how do you rank them?
Okay, well, I had Howerton number 1, and then I have Divine Joy Randolph number 2, Marin Ireland 3, Ben Whishaw 4, Charles Melton, Eric Alexander, Anne Hathaway, Catalina Saavedra, Sterling K. Brown, and Noah Galvin in last.
Mm.
So, I mean, a lot of these, it's like, I mean, double nominating some of these over like truly great performances in other movies that they clearly had seen and nominated elsewhere. It's a little
Mm.
weird. Like, do we really need 2 American Fiction nominations in this? Do we really need 2 Eileen nominations? I don't think so. But
It's weird that they did those 2 performances and not like Thomas and Mackenzie. It's just interesting.
yeah, well, I mean,
Or
and
even,
so the Robert Altman Award is usually for the ones like, oh, we're going to nominate this in a bunch of acting categories. We'll just give them all an award. Well, they gave it to Showing Up, which isn't even an ensemble like movie, and it
yeah,
has like one good performance in it. So I don't know what they were thinking there. If they would have chosen, you know, Eileen or American Fiction or even Theater Camp
holdovers.
or something,
Yeah.
or The Holdovers, yeah, that would have been smart considering they just shafted it for Giamatti. But I mean, I don't understand how they picked that award. It's completely random each year. Like
Mhm.
it's seemingly they'll go with like the big ensemble award or they'll just like choose a movie that they liked, and they didn't even nominate Showing Up anywhere else. So I just don't understand it.
Very weird. My ranking of it has similarities to you. Glenn Howerton number 1, Divine Joy Randolph number 2, Ben Whishaw 3, Charles Melton 4, Marin Ireland 5, Sterling K. Brown 6, Anne Hathaway 7, Erica Alexander 8, Noah Galvin 9, and then of course I haven't seen Catalina Saverde. So that's kind of where I've ended up with my ranking here.
Yeah, so we had really similar
Very similar,
lists, but unfortunately, we don't even get a. There's 10 of these, and we only get to pick one. So
yeah. We don't. It would be interesting if they could incorporate a ranking system for sure. But all right, so we're gonna move. Go
what's
ahead.
your prediction?
Oh yeah, who's going to win? Who's going to win? Divine Joy Randolph is going to win.
It's definitely between Divine and
Maybe
Charles
Sterling K.
Melton.
Or Charles Melton. I can see them pulling that one
Well,
out.
Charles Melton. I mean, these are pretty much like the film Twitter awards, and Charles Melton is like the one that they love the most. But Divine Joy Randolph hasn't lost like a single award in like forever. So I would probably predict Charles Melton wins it, but Divine probably should win. I mean, if Howerton wins, I'm just gonna be thrilled. We're gonna be in Vegas. We're already gonna be partying, but
We're going to be filming something when this is going on.
yeah. So I'll definitely just finish my drink and pour myself another one if Glenn Howerton wins.
And then we'll make that a YouTube short. All right. We're going to move on to our next category that we're going to discuss, and that's Best Documentary. I will read the nominees off here. Bye Bye Tiberius, 4 Daughters, Going to Mars, the Nikki Giovanni Project, Kokomo City, and The Mother of All Lies. All right, a very interesting category here. Another one that it took a long time to get all the nominees on the website or on our screeners. I was able to get to them all, I believe. Yes, so this some good movies here too. There's some that are I would not normally watch them, to be honest, but at the same time, it's very interesting to see these different stories and different kind of lenses because it's something I never would have saw. There is one here that was kind of just blew me away. This the kind of the uniqueness of it, and I'm just gonna go with 4 Daughters. I really enjoyed that one quite a bit. I loved how it was like telling this story, very personal story, and when it got too rough, they brought in actors to play these actual people to kind of like be placeholders. I thought that was such a unique way of telling it and be able to share the story. So 4 Daughters is what I really enjoyed seeing here. So
yeah, that's the one that was nominated for the Oscar from this list. I kind of think that it's still probably the front runner to win the Oscar. It is a really unique story. I liked one a little bit more, but I don't think this is really a great group of nominees. Like
yeah.
I think documentaries, like there's so many of them coming out, and the ones that get singled out by awards are just so random now because I don't think any of these are necessarily great movies. But I really liked Kokomo City. Like that was something I like you said I would have never turned it on, if it wasn't.
By the way, my rating on the website's wrong. By the way, that's I typed in the wrong number. I realized that after he posted, I forgot to change it. It's I gave it 2 stars. That's not what I gave it.
Oh.
So,
Well,
anyway,
but yeah, I mean, it's just a cool story, and like the perspective of these like trans prostitutes is really really interesting to watch, and I think it was produced by like Lena Waithe, and so it has a lot of pedigree around it, and yeah, it's cool that it got some love, and so that was the one that I voted for. I wasn't, but like I said, I'm not jumping up and down about any of these. I think the highest I gave was 3 stars to any of these. So
yeah, same here.
but Four Daughters is the most unique one. It's almost like the act of killing, like that, like in how they're reenacting the stories that are being told, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I agree there. Yeah, very unique nominees. There's some none of my favorite documentaries not even on here, but Four Daughters is a really good one. My ranking of this category would be Four Daughters, Kokomo City, Mother of All Lies, Bye Bye Tiberius, and Going to Mars here.
Yeah, Kokomo City, Four Daughters, Bye Bye Tiberius, The Mother of All Lies, and Going to Mars.
Yes, very similar as well.
All right. Who do you think is going to win this?
Four Daughters. I think Four Daughters would probably be the one that could take this one.
Yeah, if something else is going to win, it's probably The Mother of All Lies, because I know that when these nominees were announced, like The Mother of All Lies was the highest profile one, but Four Daughters is kind of cleaned up ever since then. So I'd probably go with that.
Yeah, a very agreed. All right, we are going to move on to best editing now. Kind of another unique set of nominees. Some films we haven't talked about. Well, 2 of these movies we have mentioned at least so far. So let's break it down, Todd.
All right, so we have How to Blow Up a Pipeline, Rotting in the Sun, Theater Camp, Upon Entry, and We Grown Now.
Nice.
It's a strange group because, I mean, none of these are nominated for Best Feature. Or I guess We Grown Now is. But none of these are like big powerhouse ones, when last year we had like Everything Everywhere All at Once and stuff. Like there's normally a spot where they just give another award to one of their big movies. But these are all unique nominees and not ones that I would necessarily single out for editing.
Yeah, they're definitely for sure agreed here. It's definitely a unique set of nominees here. I would never, when they said editing, I was like, oh, cool. At that time, I've only seen one of them, and I was like, okay, well, I guess we'll track these ones down. I'm like, when I watch them, like, I don't really see editing too much in them, like, but at the same time, like,
well, How to Blow Up a Pipeline is pretty obvious editing, like that. Well, that's just
that's
like
the one. That's the one.
Like a one thriller.
Yeah, that's definitely the one. But all right. So how do you? Who did you vote for?
I voted for Rotting in the Sun. Like it's a movie I didn't necessarily like, but it is so weird and so bizarrely put together, like blending all different kinds of things and images, and it was something that I thought was very strange, and I'm not necessarily going to forget. And I guess I'll give the credit to the editor, because I don't really think this is a very good group of nominees. I like genuinely like hated 3 of these movies. So so yeah, nice. I went with Rotting in the Sun.
Well, wait, I'm trying to figure out which ones you hated. I know 2 of them. Okay. Yeah, I went with How to Blow Up a Pipeline. Definitely more of a thriller type of film there. Actually, at one point, it was in my top 10 movies of last year for a long time. Has since dropped down quite a bit on my ranking, but I thought it was a very solid movie. I thought, again, out of this group, How to Blow Up a Pipeline was one that I did go for.
Yeah, I mean, if you're singling out that movie for something, I get the editing would be the thing that you would do it for, because it is really kind of breathlessly put together. I just don't think it's a good movie. I think it's, I mean, I'm glad this is kind of the only spot it's nominated for, but I don't think there's any character development. There's nothing that really goes on in that movie that makes you care about anything, and it's kind of like a dangerous like message to give off too. But I don't know. It's but it is, but as an action movie, it's absolutely put together pretty great. I have that number 3.
Good call. Yeah, what's your ranking of them?
Rotting in the Sun is the one. We Grown Now 2, How to Blow Up a Pipeline 3, Upon Entry 4, and Theater Camp 5.
Okay. Solid. Yeah, I had How to Blow Up a Pipeline, We Grown Now, Upon Entry, and Theater Camp. That's how I ranked them. Again, very similar rankings. So it does not catch the Rotting in the Sun nomination there. But who's going to win this one?
I don't know. I mean, I assume
call.
it's probably How to Blow Up a Pipeline. I mean, that movie seemed to be pretty popular online, and it's probably the most obvious editing in the group. So I go with that.
I'm going to go with Theater Camp is going to win this one.
That'd be a terrible win,
but again, another movie that Twitter didn't like.
They're fans apparently.
So even though I think I'm probably like overthinking this. It probably will be How to Blow Up a Pipeline, but Theater Camp with the underdog odds. Here we go. So, who knows? All right, best breakthrough performance. Let's get to beast mode. Let's talk about them.
Okay, best breakthrough performance.
Really solid group of nominees here. This is probably my favorite group.
Yeah, we have Marshawn Lynch in Bottoms, Esteban Nazire in Mountains, Tia Namore in Earth Mama, Dominic Sessa in The Holdovers, and Aneta Walizada in Fremont. Yes, I love this group of nominees.
Yeah, every performance here. We're doing our, I'll mention our movie awards that we're doing in a few days here. So make sure you guys are liking, sharing, subscribing on the channel. You have to watch that as well. Four of these performances are from 2023, and they were all in consideration to be on. Well, maybe not Marshawn, but basically most of these performances are like things I was debating to put into my acting nominations. Essentially, so like they were all in that conversation there. It's a beautiful thing. I loved watching these performances, and people I would never have seen a movie from before. Even Nazari for Mountains is phenomenal. He's currently leading the way in 2024 movies because there's not much competition right now, but he's awesome. Right. In Mountains is there as well. This is a tough one because Sessa, another performance that should be in the lead category, is one that we have said we've been championing since day one, that he is by revelation is what the words that we used. But yes, Sessa is phenomenal in this movie. But it's Marshawn Lynch, right? That's what we voted for.
Yeah. Well, see, and I mentioned this on the main pod a couple of times where it's like Dominic Sessa should be winning this. That is the definition of a breakthrough role. But then Esteban Nazire is like amazing in Mountains. I think I maybe had seen him like once, but I don't know who he is. But he's like an older guy, and he gives us like this amazing performance. I don't know if I call it a breakthrough, but he's amazing, and he would be winning it any other year. But there's a Seahawk in this category. Like, I mean, I got to vote for Marshawn Lynch, even though it is a little crazy. I'll be a Hall of Famer next year. Yeah. I mean, it'd be interesting if he actually wins this, because I don't know how many people who vote on these awards actually watch football. Probably not very many. It's just so strange that he's nominated in here. It's not a breakthrough performance because it's not like he's going to start a career in acting. Like, he's not breaking through anything. He's probably the most famous person like nominated here in any category. But I don't know. Well, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, I voted for Marshawn Lynch.
Does he show up?
Oh, he probably does. I mean, it's a chance for him to go have a drink with a whole bunch of people and maybe win an award. He'll absolutely be there.
Yeah, I'm here so I won't get fined.
I want to see him on the red carpet, or whatever they call it. They don't have a red carpet there. It's too small.
That'd be awesome. Yeah, there's some really good performances here. I want to really shout out Aneta Walizada. That is a performance that ranked really high on my nominees. She's phenomenal in this Fremont movie. Movie that I was going and watching it for Jeremy Allen White. I think you said the same thing as well. But I was not expecting to kind of get attached to that movie so much. That is like such a cool movie, and I kind of want to get a fortune cookie after that. It's such a cool movie. You kind of hang out with them. think that would be a kind of a pretty cool kind of scene to fill. But also like Tia Namore's performance in Earthbound was one I was really contemplating to put in as well. That was just really good, like stunning performance. Like I was like whenever like when she was on there, I was like just couldn't look away. That it just kind of captivated me as well. So a bunch of good performances here. It's really tough to rank these ones because I feel like no matter how we rank them, we're wrong on this one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, luckily we actually don't have to rank them,
Yeah,
or
that's
else.
true.
I mean, I feel like because so like my rankings Lynch, Sessa, Nazire, Namore, and then Wally Zada, which and the fact that she's fifth just shows how strong this is because I mean she is like the highlight of a movie that I really loved. And I still that she's fifth best in here just because I mean it is such a great category, and I just wish these had been trickled out throughout the other categories and not stuck in this breakthrough performance one. But
yeah, that is very true, very true. But yeah, I had Lynch, Sessa, Sada, Namor, and Nazari here for me. That's how I kind of rank them. But again, phenomenal performances from all here.
And
Don't know
my
who's gonna
prediction
win.
is Dominic Sessa.
Yeah, Dominic Sessa.
But I could also see Marshawn Lynch because I mean, like the group that votes on this does love bottoms. So
that is true. But where was Rachel Snow? Where was our girl from The Bear? What's her name again? She's in everything. She's like in 27 movies.
Iowa Edibiri.
Yeah, that is true. Where's she at?
Yeah, that's true.
Even for theater camp, she was like the best part of that movie.
She was in everything.
Yeah, everything all at once.
Well, Rachel Sennett's nominated for screenplay at least, so there's that. But
yeah, Sennett. That's how you pronounce the name. Yeah, jeez. All right. Well, that's our best breakthrough performance. Now let's go to international film, where it's really a 2-horse race here. This is another one that was very weird. 2 of these movies I know we both didn't see because they didn't provide the screeners for it. So
3 of them they didn't actually, but
3 of them, correct.
But one of them was playing in theaters.
So yeah, that is true. So we do have Anatomy of a Fall, Godland, Mami Wata, Totem, and The Zone of Interest. Anatomy of a Fall and Zone of Interest did get the Oscar nomination for several things, but specifically for international feature and director as well, and picture. So those are the big players in this category. The films that I did not get to is Godland and Totem.
Same.
So,
which I really wanted to see Totem. Like,
yeah,
I think way before even this. Like, I was like, man, Totem looks awesome, but still, I don't think it's getting released for another like month or something. So,
well, it's gonna be another cool 2024 release, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I personally voted for Anatomy of Fall. It's my third favorite film of the year. Just got announced a Criterion release as well, so definitely going to be pre-ordering that stuff there. And yeah, Anatomy of the Fall. Remember, that's who I voted for.
Yeah, well, mine's definitely a wasted vote. I voted for Mami Wata. It was my highest ranked of the 3 that I had seen, and I never seen anything quite like that looked quite like it. It was black and white, and it was just a really cool story, and I was just hypnotized by the whole thing. It was a Nigerian movie that was their official entry at the Oscars, but didn't get nominated, of course. But so that got my vote, but it's got 0 chance of winning. It's a like you said, two horse race in this one.
Yeah, this one's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna come down to I don't know, a couple votes. I think it's gonna be a close one here.
And at the Spirit Awards, if you're nominated international, you're not eligible in the other categories. So that's why you didn't see Jonathan Glazer in Best Director or Sandra Hüller in Best Actress or anything like that,
or supporting,
or the kid in Breakthrough Performance or something.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Milo Garner. Milo Machado Garner is his name.
There you go.
Okay. I like I said, voted for Anatomy of the Fall. I do have the ranking of Anatomy of the Fall, Zone of Interest, and Mami Wata.
Yeah. I have Mami Wata, The Zone of Interest, and then Anatomy of a Fall.
Yeah.
If I had to predict, I'd probably say Anatomy of a Fall wins it. I know that movie's just so popular with online groups.
Yeah, but this is a tough one because it's those two movies though. And Zone of Interest just got like its wide release too. It's fresh on people's minds, but also it's I've seen the numbers that it does bring interest in, not just like people want to know what people are thinking about the movie as well. So there is like I've seen what both our reviews have done, and one of them did far better than the other one. So Zone of Interest could be the shake-up one here. So I would not be surprised if Zone of Interest did take this one, actually. So, all right. Do you want to read cinematography, sir?
Okay. The nominees for cinematography are Alder Rhodes' Taste of Salt, Chronicles of a Wandering Saint, The Holdovers, Monica, and We Grown Now.
Ooh, another nomination for We Grown Now.
Yeah, I think I texted you yesterday. Like when I was watching the Bob Marley movie, there was a trailer for We Grown Now, and I was like, wow, this thing actually has like enough budget to be showing a preview in like a major movie theater. I was like, that's kind of cool, because I knew from the opening shot of it, I was like, oh shit, this is We Grown Now. I would not expect to ever see that preview when I'm at like a normal Regal theater,
Was
that's
the
cool.
Preview good?
It was good. I mean, it looked just as cool as the movie does.
Yeah, that's cool. All right, very good. I think these are pretty deserving nominees here. Some really good imagery here. I feel like one of these is, I don't know. I feel like one of this is completely like a homage to Terrence Malick and the way it's shot. So it feels like it should be the winner, but at the same time, not 100% sure, especially what people are going for. But I'll just throw it out there. I voted for All Dirt Road's Taste of Salt. I feel like that's the one that is kind of a Terrence Malick, school of cinematography. It's in that a lot of close-ups, a lot of symbolism there, and just it was not something I would probably ever watch again because it's just how it's put together. But at the same time, you can't deny the imagery that you're seeing. There's like a whole scene of them just like washing a baby in the sink and holding hands, a lot of close-up of hands and eyes and stuff like that too. So it was definitely something that really showcased that and kind of captured the feel of the part of America that they're in. So
yeah, I that's what I voted for as well. It is a beautifully put together movie and beautifully shot. So that was kind of the easy choice, I thought.
That's the one. I feel like it's like the clear favorite should win here, but I don't know. The Holdovers being in that category also makes things like, oh, that's the popular movie.
Yeah, well, The Holdovers is a gorgeous movie as well, but it's not as flashy of a cinematography job. It is a little strange to single out the cinematography of The Holdovers, honestly.
Yeah, good call. Your ranking.
I have All Dirt Road's Taste of Salt in first, Chronicles of a Wandering Saint, We Grown Now, The Holdovers, and Monica.
Okay. I have All Dirt Road's Taste of Salt, The Holdovers, Chronicles of a Wandering Saint, We Grown Now, and then Monica.
Yeah, Monica's a weird choice. I don't think it's very good, and I think it's kind of ugly. But I mean, hey, it got nominated, so
yeah,
we didn't decide the nominees.
there's some decent shots there in that film, but we will discuss that on a different category as well because it shows up again somewhere else. So, who's going to win this one?
I think it's probably The Holdovers. I don't know the math on these, like what normally wins. Like, is it the big movie or is it like the most flashy? Like last year, the winner was Tar. I guess. I mean that would make sense then if it was The Holdovers winning this. But yeah, I'm not sure. I probably say The Holdovers if I was betting on it, but I'm not very confident.
Yeah, that it's definitely this is the tough one here because it probably is The Holdovers, but it's All Dirt Road should be the winner here, but The Holdovers is probably going to win here.
Well, this is, I mean, something like this will be a test of if the voters actually watched all the movies.
Yeah, this is true. This is the big test category here. And wouldn't it be interesting if they're like, oh, we voted for like Glenn Howerton over here to win, and he won it, and they just like throw the holdover as we have to get the holdover or something. So throw it a bone here, maybe. I don't know if that's the case, but yeah, it's probably the holdovers is winning here, but Altered Roads is one of what we voted for. So, all right, let's talk about some screenplays now. Let's talk over that first screenplay.
Okay, best first screenplay. The nominees are Chronicles of a Wandering Saint, written by Tomas Gomez Bustillo. May December, written by Sammy Birch. The Starling Girl, written by Laurel Parmet. Theater Camp, written by like the cast of the movie. And Upon Entry, written by Alejandro Rojas and Juan Sebastian Vasquez.
Okay, some highly contested category here. This could be a very interesting category because I feel like there's a very big popular movie in the two big popular movies probably in this midst here that could garner some votes. Speaking of looking at You May December and Theater Camp, I feel like these are movies that definitely got talked about quite a lot more, and the one that Zach would be appreciative of here, I voted for Starling Girl. I like that. I know I like that a lot more than you did, and but I think as that's the one that I was like kind of just glued to a lot more as the story went along, and a little more of the characters too. Elsie Scanlon and Pino Winter, Lewis Pullman here as well. Great performances from both of them.
Didn't he win 2 Pinos?
Did he? Oh, he got nominated for 2 and he won 1. That's right. Okay. For his quote, yeah. And who knows? He might get nominated a third time. Who knows? Stay tuned. Be interesting. I would love it. But anyway, we're talking about the Spirit Awards. Yeah, I went for A Starling Girl. I really loved this movie. I thought the screenplay was really strong here. It got me invested in the story, regardless if you've been to Kentucky or not. I think it was an engaging story for me. So that's why I went with Starling Girl here.
Yeah, I mean, I like the movie too, but I thought, I mean, the way Zach hyped it up, I was kind of let down by it overall. Yeah, I mean, it's a fine movie. Makes sense too. Yeah. But I mean, I don't really love any of these movies. But to me, May December is the winner here. That's what I voted for. I think it's a really complex script, and it's told in the way that only Todd Haynes can really do, even though he didn't write it. And I got a for your consideration ad in the mail for May December. That didn't affect my vote. I just think it's pretty cool. It's actually sitting right over there. Yeah, so May December got my vote. It's a slightly better movie than The Starling Girl and a flashier screenplay.
All right. Well, that being said, I got it at number 2, so I'm not too far off on you on that one. So I definitely agree there. That's a it's definitely a good screenplay for sure. So I really like that. How do you rank them?
So I have May December, The Starling Girl, Chronicles of a Wandering Saint, and then the other two, Upon Entry and Theater Camp. I think Theater Camp's just annoying, and Upon Entry I think is legitimately it's a bad movie. But apparently I'm alone on that because like it was nominated several times here by our group.
Yeah, our group. Yeah, I get the same ranking honestly. Yeah, Starling Girl May December flips on your list, but Chronicles, Upon Entry, and Theater Camp. I think Upon Entry is put together really well. I just don't make sense like that would happen, but it wasn't like it was not engaging. I was just like, it reminded me of Compliance from several years ago too. So it's a very similar like style of like in your face storytelling. I guess I don't know. It was fun.
Yeah. But that's based on real events. This is just like a piece of fiction, and it's meant to like be controversial, but it's not true. So I don't really. The whole idea of the movie doesn't work for me either. So
okay, that's a good point too. It's trying to be controversial for the sake. So, what's winning this category? I think it's going to probably come down to May December winning.
Yeah, I think May December's got this one in the bag. if of all the awards, this is the one I'm probably most sure is going to win.
It's just weird that there was no performances other than Charles Melton that got nominated for this movie.
Yeah, that is pretty strange. But I mean, I think we were saying before we started recording, they don't always nominate the big actors in the movies that they nominate other places. Like I remember we had Pig winning this a couple of years ago for best first screenplay, but they didn't even nominate Nicolas Cage. So it's like they really don't care about ratings. Like the committee is after something else when they make these nominations.
To get people on the map.
Yep,
that's a good call.
To start careers.
Start the careers of Marshawn Lynch as an actor. All right. All right. Yeah. I got, May December's winning this one. We're going to move on to best screenplay now. Where are you? Okay. So we got American Fiction, Birth/Rebirth, Bottoms, The Holdovers, and Past Lives. Very, very good group of nominees here. This is a solid group, actually. Looking up the nominees here, because it's some really good movies here. Some Oscar-nominated movies with The Holdovers, Past Lives getting some love, American Fiction, Bottoms being kind of the indie darling, and then kind of a Frankenstein movie at the very end. Pretty dang awesome. We get a little horror film. I wanted that movie to be a little bit more on like it. That was a pretty good one. Birth/Rebirth was wanted to push a little bit more on the edge, but that it was a pretty solid film there. I personally voted for. I don't think this ranking's right. I voted for Past Lives. I did the Past Lives love.
Well, I mean, you're not going to be alone on that. I'm sure a lot of people did. I voted for The Holdovers. I think it's just, I mean, it's a slightly better movie. And it just, I like the dialogue in The Holdovers more than I like, because I mean, for Past Lives, the joy of Past Lives is more like the directing and like the like thinking back on it and reflecting on it. I don't really necessarily credit that as much to the screenplay as I do the directing. So and The Holdovers is all writing though, so I went with The Holdovers.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, The Holdovers is really good. I was funny. I wrote down on my paper here, Past Lives was winning, but on my screen that I'm reading the nominees off and I have them ranked, I had The Holdovers number one. So I'm trying to remember.
You don't know who you actually voted for.
Which one did I? Because it was a couple days ago that I put the. It was the 12th when I sent it in. So I'm trying to wait, which one did I? We'll say both of them. I voted for both of them, even though
they should send us like our the ballot that we submitted. Email us that so we can.
Are you sure this is what you want to vote for? Yeah. A solid, like I said, solid list of nominees. I'm just going to read my ranking here on this over here. I have Holdovers, Past Lives, American Fiction, Bottoms, and Birth/Rebirth is my ranking of the screenplays.
Yeah, The Holdovers, Past Lives, Bottoms, American Fiction, Birth/Rebirth. And it's a little disrespectful to have American Fiction below Bottoms. Like it's probably a better screenplay. It's just I do like that they went the comedy route, because it so rarely anymore
comedy and
comedy screenplays nominated. So yeah, Birth/Rebirth, it was close to being really good, but in the end it didn't quite get there. But
it didn't land the ending here, so I did give like a 2.5 star rating, but it's damn close to being 3 stars there. It's a really solid movie. Just needed to push a little bit more on the edge there.
See, and this is where I don't quite understand how they put these nominees together. Like you get all of Us Strangers in this category, which is a brilliant screenplay, and but no, I mean, and by an established writer too, so wouldn't have been a first screenplay. I just don't understand how they arrived at these 5 nominees. But hey, we should email our group and be like, what the hell are you
what the hell's going on, guys? Come on.
We need more Seahawks. I mean,
yeah, let's go. Yeah. Where's McCaffrey on this list? No. All right. Who's winning this? Another tough one.
It's Celine Song, probably, right?
Yeah, I think it's going to be The Past Lives here.
I mean, the two. I mean, it could easily come down to The Holdovers and Past Lives at the Oscars, even.
American Fiction, though. A lot of people love that one.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose with this group, I think it's more between the Holdovers and Past Lives. But at the Oscars, like we could easily have both Oscar-winning screenplays in this category.
Hmm.
So that's a tough one. I guess I hadn't really thought about American Fiction competing against one of these other movies. So I don't know. I would still say Past Lives probably wins this.
Yeah, I like it too. Yeah, I'm Past Lives. I think Past Lives. Yeah, the Past Lives probably got this one in the bag here. All right, let's go to a big one. Lead performance now. Lead performance.
All right.
It's a good one.
So the nominees, we have Jessica Chastain in Memory, Greta Lee in Past Lives, Trace Lysette in Monica, Natalie Portman in May December, Judy Reyes in Birth Rebirth, Franz Rogowski in Passages, Andrew Scott in All of Us Strangers, Teyana Taylor, 1001, Jeffrey Wright in American Fiction, and Teo Yu in Past Lives.
Heck yeah. Nothing like a category fraud. All right.
Exactly.
Taylor Yu probably should have been in the supporting category, but hey, it's awesome to see him in this category actually. So pretty cool.
It would have been awesome to see Giamatti in this category, but
it's true. They just did a big actress too, Natalie Portman, Oscar winner, Natalie Portman in this category. So that why it was and Jessica Chastain won an Oscar last year, also in this category. And Hathaway, for that matter, also won too. So where's Giamatti? That makes no sense.
I know.
We have 3 Oscar winners. I'm looking at this now. It's like, and we have a future one over there in Divine. Anyway, yeah, it's this. Why is this Teyana Taylor's year to win this thing? Is it Teyana Taylor doing the upset over Greta Lee? That's what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, are you asking me who I think is going to win?
Yes, who's going to win? But why should it be Teyana Taylor?
Well, Teyana Taylor, of course, is who I voted for. I think she was one of the truly greatest things I saw all of 2023. I don't know if she can actually win this. There's some film Twitter beloved performances in this group. Greta Lee, of course, being one of them, but then you're also looking at Jeffrey Wright, who is a long overdue guy in a movie that seems to be really loved, and Andrew Scott as well. I don't think Teyana Taylor can get above all of them. It's gonna be tough though. But she definitely got my vote. That was one of the ones just yep, check that one off. That she's obviously the winner in this group. If Giamatti was in the group, I don't know what I would have done.
I still would have voted Teyana Taylor.
I may have ended up doing that as well, but I don't know. I'm glad I didn't have to make.
So if that happened, I guess this is spoiler to the other nominees, but Giamatti and Greta Lee both got third place noms for me. So and Teyana got a first. So had her clearly winning over these categories. I probably would have gone Greta Lee, honestly, if Giamatti was this in here. No, Giamatti. Giamatti is the one because Giamatti is probably the better performance there, but Greta Lee has more of a subtle performance. But we're not talking about Giamatti or Giamatti anymore because of this category here. But this is, like I said, it's a stacked category, and I'll just break down my ranking because it's not right at all. Teyana Taylor, Greta Lee, Andrew Scott. So 3 people right there nominated for me. All right, Jeffrey Wright, Natalie Portman, Teo Yu, Judy Reyes, Jessica Chastain. These last 2. Franz, and then Tracy Lysette. Yeah, for Monica.
You weren't a fan of Franz, huh?
Punchable face, man.
Franz Rogowski. He was awesome though. Okay, so I went to
he's not bad. He's really good at making me not like him. So that's good.
Oh, that's the character. I mean, the classic Andrew Haig character. Teyana Taylor, Andrew Scott, Greta Lee, Franz Rogowski, Jeffrey Wright, Jessica Chastain, Natalie Portman, Trace Lysette, Teo Yu, and Judy Reyes is in last.
Yeah, I think if Marin Ireland got in this one, she would have been higher for me. Ireland had that one good scene in Eileen, but Judy Reyes was actually pretty awesome, but she needs to stop being cast as a nurse, man. Like she gets like I always think I'm watching Scrubs.
I
All
only
right.
saw that show a couple of times back in the day.
Oh, I've watched the series a couple times. It's funny. All right, Greta Lee winning this one.
I think it's Andrew Scott.
Oh, okay, good. I like it. I dig it. That'd be awesome. That'd be a big win. That'd be.
Trying to see how many of these I nominated for our awards. I think 3 or 4. 3. I think it's 4.
Ooh. So it's probably Tiana, Andrew, Franz, and Greta. Is that who you did?
No.
Whoa.
I don't know if I remember right. Well, we'll find out in about a week or whatever.
Okay. Well, thanks for teasing and pulling the rug out from under me. Yeah. Okay. I think it's Greta Lee here and Andrew Scott. Both of those guys, both of those people are deserving to win this one too. So, but hopefully it's Tiana.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Good call. All right. Director time.
Oh boy.
Oh,
you want me to start?
Yes, sir, please.
Okay, so the nominees are Andrew Haig for All of Us Strangers, Todd Haynes in May December, William Oldroyd for Eileen, Ira Sachs for Passages, and Celine Song in Past Lives.
All righty.
No Alexander Payne, no Cord Jefferson. No Todd. Oh, Todd Haynes is in there. That's right. So that's good.
Yeah, it is weird because we have 6 nominees for Best Feature. We have 5 directors here as well. Which one? No Cord Jefferson. Yeah, no Alexander Payne. So interesting list here.
Isn't it like it's again? I don't understand how they do these nominations because I'm pretty sure Celine Song this is her first movie. So why is she not in the Best First Feed? Or like, I don't know. She's in best screenplay, not best first screenplay, even though it's their first movie. I don't understand that. But
That
whatever.
We've
run into this problem in the past. I know.
We have, yeah. I got Celine Song winning director here.
I have Andrew Haig, just barely over Celine Song.
Oh, nice. Andrew Haig directed
All of Us Strangers.
That's right. Okay, that's what I have number 2. Okay, I can never remember that because I always want to say the Passages director for some reason.
That's Ira Sachs.
Yep. Well, never mind then. Ignore what I just said. All right. Yeah, because I just wrote them down by the movie title. But yeah, Past Lives and All of the Strangers both really good directing there too. And I had Past Lives, All of the Strangers, May December, Eileen, and Passages.
Yeah, I had All of Us Strangers, Past Lives, May December, Eileen, and Passages.
Nice, good call. Who's winning this one? Because it's probably gonna be between what we voted for.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's between Celine Song and Todd Haynes.
Ooh, okay.
It depends on what kind of voting body or what they're actually after. Because if it's after like what has been pushed all year, it's Past Lives for sure. But if it's after like what made waves online when it came out, it's absolutely May December. So and Todd Haynes is the established director. I think I probably still predict Celine Song, but I think Todd Haynes is right there as the clear number 2.
Yeah, I got, like I said, Past Lives and All the Strangers, but yeah, Todd Haynes definitely could sneak in. I would not hold it past anybody voting for that because that's the established director staying in his lane, making this a unique, like crime drama, in a way, like very. Like,
well, and similar to like Alexander Payne, they didn't write these movies, but it seems like one of their movies because their directing is just so spot on. So
it's a good point. Good list of nominees, I think. At least the top 3 here.
Yeah,
for sure. Good. So, all right, we are going to move into the last 2 big awards, and that is First Feature here.
When we have to talk about the Cassavetes Award too, because
We'll talk about the Cassavetes Award after first feature.
Okay. So the nominees for Best First Feature are Chronicles of a Wandering Saint. No, hold on. Best First Feature. Yeah, All Dirt Words, Taste of Salt, Chronicles of a Wandering Saint, Earth Mama, 1001, and Upon Entry.
All right. Another great list of nominees here. I did go with 1001, but my heart really wanted to vote for Earth Mama. That's pretty much just like 1001 was the one that's like this is the obvious winner here. If Tiana Taylor doesn't win, they're at least winning this. That's what I felt like. But Earth Mama is what I really wanted to vote for.
Yeah, I voted for 1001 as well. Like that was very close to my top 10 of the year. And I mean, I wouldn't have a problem with honestly for any four of these. Like I could see being a decent winner, but 1001 is definitely the best movie of these.
Yeah, agreed. All right, what's your ranking of them?
1001, Earth Mama, Chronicles of a Wandering Saint, All Dirt Roads, Taste of Salt, and Upon Entry.
Yeah, same ranking there as well. Yeah,
Cool.
so good look list here, but 1001 clearly is head and shoulders above, and I think that's the clear winner here. I think that's the one who's going to win it.
Absolutely.
So
it was the big winner at Sundance over a year ago. So, and finally it'll get like its one big award.
So, yeah, that is true.
A big award, I mean, relative, but it won one televised award, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So the John Cassavetes Award. You want to explain this award here, sir?
Yeah. So the Cassavetes Award is something we don't actually get to vote on. It's picked by a committee, but it's award for movies made under $1 million. They've jacked up that over the years. I think it used to be 100,000, like when I first started watching. But yeah, it's under $1 million, and some of my absolute favorite things from the year popped up in this category. The nominees ended up being The Artifice Girl, Cadejo Blanco, Fremont, Rotting in the Sun, and The Unknown Country, which is the other Lily Gladstone movie. Yeah, two of my top 10 movies of the year are in this category. The Artifice Girl, of course, the crown jewel of this category, which is something I was totally just blown away by when I watched it, and because it's so just unexpected and claustrophobic and just brilliant, and so if we were voting on it, I'd vote for The Artifice Girl. What do you think about this?
Oh yeah, I've seen two of these movies. Absolutely love both of them. Both of them get Best Picture noms.
Oh, you didn't get to see Cadejo Blanco yet?
No, yeah, that's the one.
That's such a good movie.
And yeah, I was reading about it too. It's like this sounds like just right up my alley too. And The Unknown Country is also my list on Amazon. Like it's Lily Gladstone. I got to watch that one for sure. But The Artifice Girl is a future Pinot Best Picture nominee. Like I think it's pretty much all set in stone. Pretty much like for it, I have that good feeling there. But The Artifice Girl is fantastic. Fremont's fantastic. These are just great movies, and I think this is where the best movies come from. Is this award right here?
Yeah, they're definitely filmmakers to keep your eye on. Franklin Rich, the director of Artifice Girl, Justin Lerner, the director of Cadejo Blanco, and Babak Jalali, the writer-director of Fremont. Like the one that's like, I mean, Sebastian Silva's made tons of movies, and Rotting in the Sun, I mean, it looks like it was made for about $5, but it's awesome that he's still making these like micro-budget movies, even though he's an established director now.
Yeah, definitely The Artifice Girl for me, but this is a thing. Solid movies, solid category.
Yes,
nice. All right, we do have our last feature here. It's best feature. Got 6 nominees here. All of Us Strangers, American Fiction, May December, Passages, Past Lives, We Grown Now.
We Grown Now definitely being the Our Father, the Devil. Like, I've never heard of this movie when the nominations were announced, which is in a category with all these like heavy hitters.
Yeah, also the like this movie actually comes out next year, so it's competing against all these movies that you've heard of all year. So We Grown Now, it's technically a 2024 movie, but it's cool. It is nominated here.
Yeah.
But yeah, this one is Past Lives is what I ended up voting for here. It's Past Lives year here, I think.
Yeah, with this voting block, it's definitely Past Lives has the upper hand, and that's what I voted for too. It is the highest ranked I have of any
Mm-hmm.
of these movies, and yeah, I mean, I did genuinely enjoy it, but even though now I kind of feel the movie is a little overrated, because of how many awards it's won, and it's like this really like reflexive, like a small movie, but it's like being treated like it's the greatest. I think it's the best of these. And they could have done better, honestly. If the Holdovers was in this group or something, that'd be awesome. Or Blackberry, of course. But instead, we're looking at some solid movies.
Yeah, if Blackberry was anywhere but the one category it's in, yeah, it needs more
Yeah,
love. Where's Jay Baruchel?
Yeah,
Come on.
where's the screenplay? Honestly.
Yeah, where's the screenplay? Yeah, that's the one. Good call. Yeah, I got, like I said, Past Lives here. What's our ranking of them?
I got Past Lives, All of Us Strangers, May December, American Fiction, Passages. No, that's not right. I don't have We Grown Now last. That should be fourth. We Grown Now fourth, American Fiction 5, Passages 6. I don't know why I did that.
Yeah. Past Lives, All the Strangers, American Fiction, May December. We Grown Now, Passages, as well. So we ended up kind of on the same wavelength here. So again, I think Past Lives is the clear frontrunner at this category at this time. So.
Oh yeah, like I said, it should win. But May December, like I didn't realize that Will Ferrell is actually a nominee for Best Feature for May December. That's pretty cool.
What? So, really?
So if May December wins, which there is a scenario where it does, it would be like kind of when The Lost Daughter kind of swept its way through these awards. And if Will Ferrell gets up there and gives a speech, like hell yeah.
That's awesome, actually. Best first time nominee for a Spirit Award, Will Ferrell. Looking forward to that article.
Yeah.
Any final closing thoughts on this award circuit for Spirit Awards?
No, not really. Just I would just recommend looking up some of these movies, because there are a lot of gems in here, especially the Cassavetes Award nominees. Like all of them, definitely worth your time. You get to find a lot of just really small gems when you get this group list of nominees.
Yeah, definitely gotta check them out, because there's a lot of good ones, even the ones that we may not have got to catch, but we're definitely looking forward to rewatching a bunch of these ones as well. So we're all rooting for, but Blackberry. We're rooting for, Academy of a Fall, Mama Wada, Past Lives, all these really good movies here. Holdovers. What else are we rooting for?
Weren't you a big fan of Eileen? Didn't you get? You were. I feel like you were the biggest fan of that one.
I gave it 3, or 3. Terry gave it 3 as well. I liked Eileen.
I gave it 3.5 stars. Maybe it was Zach. I don't know.
No, I don't think I gave it 3.5 stars. I don't know. So researching on the podcast. Let's see here.
Zach gave it 3.5. Your rating is not on the website.
Oh, yeah, because I had watched it in the last update. Yeah.
Huh.
I like how we got the names out of order too. Yeah,
I know. Maybe that was. I don't know how that
works. Anyway,
he normally doesn't do that. He normally just screws up someone's rating. Okay.
Oh well. All right. Well, that's our quick thoughts, takes, and opinion on the Spirit Awards and who we voted for. So, guys, make sure you guys tune in to Film Independent's YouTube channel to watch the Spirit Awards, or you can stay here and watch our Almost Sideways Movie Awards show live from Las Vegas at the on Sunday, February 25th at 3 p.m. PST. And again, we're in Vegas. If we didn't know that, Vegas, baby, yeah. So looking forward to it.
Come find us if you're also in town.
Hashtag Almost Sideways in the Wild. So let's go. So, all right, guys. Until next time, we will catch you on the flip side.